Hey y'all, it is National Picnic Day and I have some really easy but delicious recipes to take on your next picnic. And this is a collab hosted by Molly at Molly Purcell and Melissa at I'm Merely Melissa. I know you'll love their channels and I'll have them linked down below, and I'll also have the playlist so you can watch all the other channels in this collab and get some great recipes for your next picnic. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off with an Italian pasta salad. I've got some black olives, some pepper jack cheese, provolone cheese. I'm also using some salami and some pepperoni. And I thought I would do an Italian one. That way I wouldn't have to use a mayonnaise base and I can use the Italian dressing and you wouldn't have to worry too much about keeping it cold. So I'm just going to chop all that up and put it in a bowl. And then I'm going to add some pepperoni to it. And for your noodles, you want to cook them just a little bit longer than you normally would. That way when you rinse the pasta off and cool it down, it won't get as hard. So it'll be just the perfect bite. And then I made my own homemade Italian dressing. I just used a packet from Walmart. It was 50 cents. I added my avocado oil, some vinegar, and water, and it is so good in this pasta salad, y'all. So I'm just going to add that to the bowl, and like I said, you can add any kind of meat or cheese to this and it would be good. And I'm not going to add it all at one time. I'm just going to add a little bit and stir it in, and that way when I want to serve it, I can just add more into it and it won't be so dry, but it can soak up all those flavors. And I'm going to add this Parmesan cheese. It's my favorite and it is so good, y'all. You can get it at Walmart. And I'm just going to sprinkle that on the salad, and I'll put that in the refrigerator, and then when I go to serve it, I'll put more of that Italian dressing on it and more of the cheese. Just going to stir that around and put it in the fridge and let it sit for a little bit and absorb all that flavor. I tried some of this and I think this might be my new favorite pasta salad. I don't make it a lot and I don't think I've ever put meat and cheese in mine, but I think I'll do this again. This was really good. Next, I'm going to make an Italian sandwich, and I just cut a piece of bread that I got from Walmart. It's just that Italian loaf, and I cut it in half, and I'm going to take out some of the bread. I don't think I took enough bread out of it. It had a lot of bread on it, so make sure you kind of pull all the bread out of one side at least. I would pull all the bread out of that larger side because it had a lot more bread to it than what I would like. Or just make it like a pressed sandwich and have something pressed down on it to mash it down. But it was still really good. So all I did was take the bread out. Like you see, I didn't take enough out. But I'm just going to spread that with the mayonnaise. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add the meat. I'm going to add 2 layers of each. 1 layer of salami, 1 layer of ham. And then I'll repeat the process and then add a layer of cheese. Like I said, I think this was way too much bread, but if you press it down, like use a cast iron skillet and let it press down for a little bit and then put it in the fridge, this would be 100%. I think if it was 99% delicious, but just too much bread. So make sure you do that or just use a different kind. But I've got some lettuce and some onion, and I'm going to add some of that Italian dressing to it. And you don't have to add the mayonnaise to this sandwich. If you're going maybe a couple of hours away, just leave that off and just use the Italian dressing, or bring the mayonnaise with you like in a cooler or something that you can travel with, and something to keep it cool. Okay, now I'm just going to put the top on, and I'm going to wrap it up with some plastic wrap and stick it in the fridge until we're ready for our picnic. Now I'm going to make this fruit dip. This is the easiest fruit dip you could ever make. It's just softened cream cheese and a cup of powdered sugar and a little bit of vanilla. That's all you need. No marshmallow fluff, no anything. This is the most delicious thing ever. And my favorite is using grapes and strawberries, so that's what I'm going to use today. And these strawberries are as big as my head. I thought I would make some pickles to go on that sandwich. I just cut up some cucumbers that I got from Walmart, some little small cucumbers, English cucumbers you don't have to peel, and some red onion, and I'm just putting them in a jar, and I'm going to add some rice wine vinegar to it. The rice wine vinegar is a little bit sweet, so you don't have to add sugar. I did add a little bit more sugar to mine. They were a little too acidic. But these were so good on that sandwich, y'all. Y'all got to make these ahead of time and put them on your sandwich. They were delicious. So I've just put the vinegar on there, a little bit of sugar, and I just put the lid on there and let them sit in the fridge until we were ready to eat, and they were so good. All right, y'all, we are ready for our picnic lunch. It's too cold outside, so I just laid a blanket down on the kitchen table, and we are going to have our picnic lunch. And that pasta salad was amazing, y'all. Those pickled onions on that sandwich, so good. That dip is really delicious. You've got to try it. So I will highly recommend you make everything I made here. And I want to thank Molly and Melissa for hosting. I will have their channels linked down below. Make sure you go check out their channels and like and subscribe. And also check out the playlist and all the wonderful channels that are participating in this National Picnic Day video. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.